Hey guys, it's David Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, etc. podcast where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. This is the first video for 2019, and I hope you guys have all had a chance to recover from New Year's Eve. I was hanging out with the kids. I was introducing them to the greatest Christmas movie of all, Die Hard. They loved it. Anyway, 2018 was a big year for me. It was the year I finally finished the long project I've had for years of getting all my print books actually put into audio format. And I'm really glad that I did that because a lot of people are downloading them. A bunch of those people have ended up becoming clients. So it's been a really great generator of new business for me and my business. 2018 is also the year that I was able to get my Business Buyer Adventure program off the ground, which is the group coaching program. And for any of you guys who've been watching this channel or on my email list for the last couple of years, there have been a few different times when I've tried to start group coaching programs and they've had varying lengths and different start times. And what I eventually, and it never worked for enough people. It was either too long or too short or didn't start at the right time of year or whatever was the case. And I finally realized that I needed a program that people could join at any time. And ever since launching back in the spring of 2018, it's been really great. Some people have joined, some people have left. They've been replaced by other people. But right now we've got people from 3 different continents and 5 different US states, and really great quality people who are making progress towards achieving their goals. And people are making offers, people are negotiating, people are finding deals, and most importantly, people are learning from each other in the group what's going on over there. And so I really think that 2019 is going to continue to create some great results and value for the people that are in that group. 2018 was also the year that I was invited to come and speak at a big conference in Las Vegas in front of 500 people, which has kind of been a bucket list item of mine. I mean, to be invited to come and talk about something in front of all those people. And it was well received and people seemed excited. And, a bunch of people that I met during the conference have continued to remain in contact with me. So that was pretty exciting for me. On a personal note, we finally sold the house that my ex-wife was living in that I still owned. So a lot of personal baggage put to bed in that one. And I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with my beautiful girlfriend, Natalie. And then, of course, at Christmas time, we got engaged. So 2019 is going to be exciting on that front as well because we're now planning a wedding. So for over the holidays, I did the holiday chat again this year. Now, last year, I think there were 3 or 4 recordings for the 2017 holiday chat. One of them I had to end up removing from the audio stream because we're discussing a deal in that recording that the caller ended up moving forward with and pursuing, and he wanted it to be taken off the shelf just because he didn't want the other party to the deal finding it somehow. So this year we had 8 recordings. So there's 8 hours of one-on-one conversations. And over the course of the promotional period, so I think I started on Christmas or Christmas Eve, I started releasing a video every day, which were just the audios of these conversations. I had like 200 people join the list in order to try and get these recordings. So the sort of the launch period of the holiday chat is over. However, what I've done is I've amended the welcome email. So if anyone is watching this right now or listening right now and they want to get those 8 hours of conversations about buying, selling businesses or helping people decide, what decisions to make in their situation, all they have to do is go over to davidcbarnettlist.com, sign up for the email list, and the welcome email that comes back right away is going to have links to all those recordings. So you can still listen to them even though the holiday period has passed. And the feedback that I'm getting from people has been great. A lot of people have really appreciated sort of the insight that they've been able to gather in listening to other people in their situations. And, learning from each other, I think, has so much value. It's one of the big reasons why I wanted to do the group coaching program for the Business Buyer Adventure program. A couple of years ago, I tried to develop interest in launching a a cash flow forecasting type of business, online course. And cash flow forecasts and writing business plans has always been a big part of my consulting and my services and helping people buy businesses in order to get financing. Because in order to make a banker happy, you have to have an adequate business plan. In order to have a good business plan, you have to have a proper cash flow forecast. It's all related. And, a few years ago, I launched the Build a Business That People Will Want to Buy program, which is all about creating systems in a small business. Really, the cash flow forecasting and business planning is another important area of knowledge and skill that has to do with buying and selling businesses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try again this year in 2019. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I've done my other online programs, because traditionally what I've done is I've created a program and then I've looked for live audiences so I could deliver the program live while watching people's faces, to see where they understood, where they didn't understand, etc. And then I've been able to edit, reiterate, etc. until I felt that I got it right. And then I recorded it all to make these online courses and did a workbook, etc. And I think what I'm going to do for the cash flow forecasting and business plan is I think I'm going to do it in a format that will allow people to participate virtually and help form the course as it's created. So here are my thoughts. What I was thinking is I would do a pre-sale. So I would give people a really great deal if they wanted to sign up early. And that will help me gauge if there really is interest in this program or not. And if enough people sign up, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually build the program over the course of 8 or 10 weeks. So each week there'll be another module released, which I can then ask the members of the program for immediate feedback on that module, which can allow me to either make addenda to that video. So, here are the Q&A that came up from this video. Here are the answers. Or, if the feedback is extreme, I could simply reshoot and fix the video to make it better. So the people who participate early will be able to actually have a hand in creating the program. And I'm thinking 8-10 weeks right now based on an agenda that I sketched out, which again could be modified as we go through this thing. So that's an idea for 2019. I want to get out and do more live events. I really love them. I have a great time when I was in Toronto for Black Friday. I'm coming to California on January the 18th in San Diego. And if any of you guys out there have any kind of business events, workshops, programs, events with multiple speakers or something, and you want to have me come, please reach out, because it is an area that I want to grow. I just have a lot of fun doing it. And then finally, 2019. I mean, this is the time of year we're supposed to be making predictions, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's been 10 years since the Great Recession. The news keeps telling us that the economy is doing well. When I look for signs that things are not doing well, I can find them. And when I look for signs that things are going fine, again, you can find them, right? And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying not to look at what the media is saying. I'm trying not to regurgitate what other people are saying online. What I would like to do is kind of give a little bit of insight into what people are telling me that I actually deal with every day, clients of mine. So, do I have any clients that are in businesses where sales are declining? No, hasn't been a complaint, right? So it looks like their businesses are operating great. They're either doing the same volume of sales or they're growing. What about their costs? Are their costs getting out of whack? Are they not able to pass along price increases? No, that doesn't seem to be a problem either. In fact, the number one thing that people are complaining to me about, and I'm talking about business owners who are talking to me about selling or valuing their business, that kind of thing. The number one thing they're all complaining about is the inability to get good workers. So if you look at demographics, of course, the baby boomers have started to retire. And we're hearing more and more about the fears that workers have about things like automation, robots, all that kind of stuff. But what I'm starting to see is that those fears may not be founded. It may simply be that robots are going to come along to take the jobs that there literally is nobody else to do. Because the biggest complaint I'm seeing from people is that they can't find people to do things. They can't find people to do work. And it's not just specific high-skilled things like, the guy who needs to find the guy with certification in deep sea underwater welding or something like that. It's across the board, and it includes even unskilled labor, especially in places around the world where immigration is being focused upon. If not enough people are coming in that are typically unskilled, they're looking at the entry-level jobs, then where do those people come from? Where are the workers coming from? Because as we all know, in hearing about people's complaints about millennials and stuff, there aren't as many young people who are interested in those entry-level jobs. And if there aren't as many immigrants, what's going to happen? Well, anecdotally, again, what I'm hearing from people is I'm hearing about businesses that are reducing hours, and I'm hearing about people that are foregoing opportunities to expand because they just can't get the workers. So I think 2019 is going to be interesting. I don't believe that if a recession were to occur, that necessarily means it's bad news for everyone, because I know a lot of people who've done well in bad times. And, I basically got into business brokerage during the Great Recession. And I've made videos before that talked about my experience in business brokerage, but I don't think the economy made things any worse for me. I think that there are always problems with the business brokerage model, the way it's traditionally done. And I think that there's always opportunity, whether things are going well or not. So, I'm looking forward, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And I'm glad that you're joining me for this journey. And, the whiteboard. So I've gotten a few comments from people saying, what happened to your whiteboard? How come you're not drawing balance sheets on the whiteboard anymore? And I let me tell you, this is what's happening. Because of the merger of households with Natalie moving in, and her kids are basically adults, but of course, holidays, weekends and stuff, they still come and see her. So we've been renovating the basement, and that's where the whiteboard lives. And so the guys who I hired are almost done down there. And when they are finished, I'm going to be able to go back and do whiteboard videos. And I would welcome you to send in some more questions, because I do have a few on a list, but I really want to fill it up. I want to fill up that list so I can make a whole bunch of videos, answer your questions. And that way it might make it easier when I have, the kids unexpectedly on snow days. Maybe I can just take one of those whiteboard videos out and put that out as a Friday video. Anyway, so send in your questions. Get on my email list if you aren't already, davidseabarn@list.com. And don't forget, when you're watching my videos on YouTube or listening on SoundCloud, if you enjoy it, click thumbs up, because it really does make a big impact on the ability of the YouTube algorithm to show my videos to people. If the algorithm sees that a video is liked by people, it will bring it up more often to other people to see. And if I'm going to satisfy my mission of helping people avoid bad deals and thwart the villains and rogues and thieves out there who are trying to rip people off, then we need to get the videos out in front of more people. So with that, I'll wish you a Happy New Year, and send in your questions, and we'll see you later. Bye.